Hello friends, welcome to TMX Adventures. Lisa here. I am back from my trip to Tassie with Thermomix and I had an absolute ball. There's a video that will come out in the coming days to actually take you through my second part of the trip where I went and visited a really good friend and did some cooking in her space and place. So hang around for that. Keep an eye out for that coming soon. And I brought home some paste, pear paste, plum paste. She has a plum tree and it is phenomenal. So today I'm actually coming home to deal with passion fruits. So we deal with passion fruits in a very similar way to what I dealt with her plums. Her tree is full of the most abundant little plums. They are beautiful and vibrant. They look like grapes, like those really purple grapes. But they're not, they're plums, but they got these seeds in them. And she was like, oh, I can't be bothered dealing with this. She's got a Thermomix. Can't be bothered, it's just too hard. I have to cut off all those, the flesh off the seeds. And I was like, hang on. I wonder if we can do the passion fruit juicing method. Now, some of you guys have been around a while, you've seen this, but some of you are brand new. And do say hi if you're watching on, hit subscribe if you're on YouTube. But some of you have seen this because I've done this a few years now. And this is where you get your passion fruit and you take it out of the skin. Okay, now I came home to quite a few passion fruits needing to be used. Hence the reason we're doing this, okay? Now, once you've juiced it and taken the seeds out, by the way, who likes the seeds? I know some of you guys watching on like the seeds. I don't. They get stuck in my teeth. They don't feel right. I like the flavor. I don't love the seeds, okay? But, so once this has got no seeds in it, it's game on. It gets made into a coulis for yogurt. It gets made into curds and butters. It gets stirred through muffins. So many beautiful things that you can do with it. Yeah, I mean, you can do it with seeds if you like seeds, right? So I'm going to take you today through this method. Thank goodness for the Thermomix, right? Like, how good is that? So I'm just going to weigh it today so you know how much I'm using and how long it takes. But you can do a whole lot. I have done like 1.5 liters of this in the past, okay? But just for reference sake and what I'm looking for, because it's all about teaching you why I do what I do, okay? It's one thing to follow a guided recipe, but it's another thing to understand how it's working and why it's working or what we're looking for. So that's what I'm here for. If you're brand new, welcome. It's lovely to have you on. And if you've been around a long time, I'm so glad you're still here. So, by the way, TM6 model Thermomix, if you are new and watching on and you're like, what's she cooking with? Because sometimes I get those questions. This is a TM6 model Thermomix. It's actually running out at the moment. We're about to get a TM7 in just a short few months' time. So there's a fantastic deal on this if you want to get one. And if you live in Australia, I can help you. Okay? If you live overseas, I can't, sorry. But if you live in Australia, you've got a QR code there, or go to TMXing Adventures, like BMXing with a T. So nearly 500 grams I had in there, okay? Now, for those of you who want this recipe on Cookidoo 3.0, comment and I will get that to you. I'll just upload it and then be able to share it to you. It's actually super simple. You guys know if I'm doing something manual, it's got to be 1, 2, 3, or 4 steps, right? Bit like the sauces. I've got out the favorite sauce from the freezers series, okay? Last week, told ya, put it on the website in my shop, okay? Now, some people are looking at it under courses. I've actually put this in as an ebook, all right? So I'll talk more about that in a second. Let's get this cooking because it's got a cook time. So we need to get this nice and hot to dissolve the sugars. It's not 10 minutes, Lisa. It's about 5, but we're going to keep an eye on it. We want it to get to 100 degrees. We'll probably stop early. We're going to do speed 2. So what we're getting there, and the reason we're doing this is we actually want to dissolve the sugars holding on to that seed. That's what we're going for, okay? So it won't need probably 5 minutes. It might need 10. If you've got a whole liter or 1.5 liters in there of pulp, you may need 10 minutes on it. I told you I'm teaching you my thinking, okay? So we'll keep an eye on the little number above the 100. When that pops up, that will be the temperature of the bowl. So last week, those of you watching on, I gave you a bit of a sneak peek and said, hey guys, finally, fill the freezer. It's there in the shop. Now, what I've done this time is I've done it different to the other ones. I've taken on your feedback and I've actually put it in an ebook. So you actually purchase the ebook, and in the ebook is the links. Now the links take you to the video to make every single one of the sauces. Now this is a family size sauce, flat packed in the freezer. You do not need to buy chicken tonight when you've stocked your own freezer. This took 4 steps to make. Every single recipe is no more than 4 steps because I can't cope with anything more than that. Okay, so 4 steps. And then if this is a family size, if it's just you and your other half, you can split this so that makes 2 of these. The recipe makes 2. You could make actually 4 if you're just you and your other half. And pretty much this has no meat or veggies in it. It's purely the sauce, the sachet of sauce, okay? And so you defrost it. I'm going to put mine on the bench. I've got all day to defrost it, but if I was in a hurry, I'd put it in a warm sink. And then you simply add it, most of them, to your Thermomix with the meat or the veggies, and you cook it. There is 1 or 2 that can be done in the oven. And of course, if you're out camping or caravanning, which is where these recipes came from, all that time ago, I was on the road with my caravan when I first brought this book out. Hello, Gwenda, lovely to see you on. And I was flat packing my sauces like this, and I had the recipes written down, and I was going to get it to you back then, all that time ago, and it's taken me this long to actually get it to happen. So you can check that out. It's in my shop at TMX Adventures. So head over to my website, just go there, and you can get 7 sauces. You can make 14 family serves or 28 you and your other half serves, just that 2 serve if you like. But yeah, it's so good to know what's in your food, hey, rather than buy those jars. And I do teach you as well, like so there's some videos, come back camera. There's some videos I put up last week that actually showed you using some of these sauces, and I talked there about how you can actually, if maybe you do need to do chicken tonight dinner, okay, and you go buy that jar, how you can use your Thermomix to be that stirrer for you. You do not need saucepans when you've got a Thermomix, okay? Saucepans no more, all right? Hello, Sue. Lovely to see you on today too. So that's the fill the freezer in my shop, TMX Adventures. Check it out if you want to, take it caravanning, those sauces, and flat pack them, or maybe you just want to do a weekend cook up and fill the freezer. There is so much spare time in those 4 steps as well to be able to go do the other important things in your life, right? So that's what it's designed for. It's really designed to just be really simple, really quick. Well, quick in the sense of time at Thermi, there's cook times because you're making a sauce, okay? But I mean, you can go do other stuff in cook times. And I've got the other link there is not just the video, but then I've got 3.0, Cookidoo 3.0, if you want to actually put it on your Cookidoo platform so that you've got it to just follow guided, because then it's even more brainless. Now that only works if you've got that Cookidoo 3.0. I know a lot of you do. If you don't though, that's okay, because the ebook has the 4 steps or 3 steps for every recipe. So it's there. Hello, Kelly. Oh my goodness, all these people I'm catching today. It's lovely to be back in front of you, because last week was all the recorded stuff while I was in Hobart and then Westbury, Tasmania, having the time of my life, absolutely being spoiled. Okay, it's 95 degrees. We are nearly there. Now, I do need a measuring cup. My kitchen's in a little bit of a disarray. Does anyone else find that when they go away, you come back and you can't find anything, nothing works? There it is. I'll just grab my measuring cup. My kids and husband are amazing, but just, it's like a week gone and it's like, where did I put everything? And even though I went to turn on the computer today, nothing was plugged in. Nothing. I was like, But anyway, we're there. We need the measuring cup. Now, it's 100 degrees. 100 over 100. We're there. Okay, I still have 30 seconds to go, but I don't need that 30 seconds. Now, there is a key part of this next step. Okay, so we take this off. We need to do it while it's hot, so don't let this now cool, okay? Measuring cup in. Never hold your measuring cup, regardless of which model you've got, TM31, TM5, TM6, other Thermo something, no holding, okay? The steam needs to get out. Otherwise, we have problems because pressure is created inside, so do not do that. We are going to put 1 minute on the timer. Now, I am not going to talk to you in this 1 minute because you will not hear me. It's only going speed 4, but it's going to rattle around. The important thing here, do not make this mistake. Please remember, hit the reverse button. So reverse is under there on the TM6, the TM5 that's on the grey, and the TM31 you're on the buttons, okay? You do not want to chop these seeds up, okay? You cannot strain out chopped up seeds and they're solid to bite. You do not want to do that, okay? Please hit reverse if you're following this video. Okay, reverse speed 4, 1 minute. I'm going to grab, actually I might go straight back into the jar I just came out of. I'm going to show you how to do that. So hang with me for 1 minute. Although if you do have to go somewhere, replays on YouTube tonight, yeah? So up to speed 4, and it's going to go up slowly to speed because that's a safety mechanism. Get my jar, ready to go. It's not actually that loud, I can talk over it, just. So we're putting this with chicken and veggies tonight, so we're actually going to use this for chicken and veggies. This is honey mustard chicken. Well, no, it's going to be honey mustard chicken for us. It could be honey mustard lamb, honey mustard beef, honey mustard veggies, whatever you like. And I'll be cooking it in the Thermomix and serving with coconut rice and probably some roast veggies. We've got a thing at the moment, hopefully you can hear me. We've got quite a thing at the moment for roast veggies with our curries and our sauces. So I'll probably do that with it as well. I love the colour of this one though, that turmeric. It's just so vibrant. It's really cool and it tastes phenomenal. That honey and mustard. Okay, 10 seconds to go. I was excited while I was away. I got to get up close and personal with the TM7, which was super cool. Really nice to be able to actually see it up close rather than just see it on videos and stuff. So I am excited for next week. Those of you lucky people who are overseas, I'm pretty sure the European markets start getting theirs early April. So we'll have more, information on it then. But super excited. Like I think it's different. It's got more bits and things that it can do. I'm excited for the open lid cooking. See what that is. But yeah, it was really lovely. So in Tassie they had just one. We got to be able to get a photo with it and things like that. Okay. Steam, it's hot, yeah? So just be careful taking your measuring cup out on the TM6, rock it out, make sure you rock it away from you. Same always with your lid, just a reminder, open it away from you. So, this is where it gets exciting. We're going to use our lid as a funnel. You know how to do that, right? You do that with your veggie stock? Yes you do. On with that to strain. This is going to keep our little black seeds. Now I'm going to do it behind here. You may not see overly well, but we'll go. Now you'll notice as well, this is quite sloppy. Because we've dissolved those natural sugars, it's releasing those seeds, it's quite sloppy. Into the simmering basket. Now I find after all that effort, it's well worth taking a moment to make sure you scrape all the seeds out, especially if you're going to recycle the bowl. So I'll probably go on after this and make curd with it. Some passion fruit curd, which never goes astray in our house. The kids really like to put it with soda water. So just some fizzy water. So I do want to get the seeds out because I don't want them now in my curd. So now I've got a clean bowl, as in a passion fruit clean bowl. Now let me just give this a little stir. See if I can do this without dropping it. You can see it dripping through. It's a bit hot, but I'm going to put it down. Give me a second to stir this through. I'm going to show you the final product. Now these seeds, somebody over the years told me you can eat them. Well, obviously you can eat them, right? Because we normally do eat them when we eat fresh passion fruit. But I'm sure she said they can be roasted and used for something. Mine go to my chickens. They fight over them. So I'm not too fussed on that. You can put it in your compost bin and use that. But yeah, it's just as simple now as straining it through. Now I did this exact thing. So those of you who like to preserve your food, and I know there's some of you want, okay? You guys know, I know that you're the because you guys follow me because I do some of that, right? If you have those plums or those cherries or those nectarines or those peaches that for whatever reason are small and seedy, there's a big seed in them, and you're like, I don't have time or I just don't want to cut the flesh off them, you can do this with them. So all I did with those little plums is I put them in the Thermomix, and we did a whole 1.5 kilograms, which filled the bowl up to nearly the 2 litre mark. We put it on speed 5 for about 5 seconds. Okay, I was kind of experimenting at that point. Okay, I thought this should work, but I didn't know. Put it on 5 seconds, speed 5. So that kind of broke the skin and slightly cut the flesh, but it didn't chop the seeds. Then I cooked it till it got to 100 degrees, just like we did, exactly the same. Make sure it was thoroughly 100 degrees, and then I strained it. I stirred it exactly as I am now, and all those beautiful seeds stayed in the simmering basket from the plums, the little teeny tiny plums. And interestingly, we got 1.1 kilograms worth of juice, and so the seeds were therefore 400 grams worth out of our 1.5 kilograms. So these beautiful plums. I have photos. They will come in the video because I did a little video in her kitchen. I didn't go outside. It was really cold. I'm not used to that cold, although I didn't miss the Queensland humidity, let me tell you. So I will share that hopefully later today, but I'll just, this week's already looking a little crazy, so we'll see how we go. Those of you who have registered for the TM7, I should get your information today from head office. So today's the day they allocate out the the information that they've got regarding the TM7. So if you've gone to the website, you've registered your interest, today's the day that we get that information, which is exciting. So I'll be in touch later today about that. When pre-orders do not open till the 3rd of April. So we're not actually able to order your Thermomix, but I'm certainly able to go, hey, I've got your details. I'll keep you up to date, which is super cool. So, all right, just tapping off the last bit off the bottom of this. I don't want any of it to go to waste. I'm going to show you what I've got back here. I'll just put that over the bowl because I can. Scrape off the lid because you don't want that to go to waste. Oh, it's a bit warm. Okay. How easy does Thermomix make life? That is one of the many reasons I absolutely love Thermomix. I'm just going to put that there just so that it's out of the way. But look at this. We have passion fruit juice with no black seeds. For those of you who love that like I do. All right, guys, I will love you and leave you. Have an absolutely fantastic day. I'll be back cooking in another video soon. If you've got any questions about juicing fruit like this, when I say juicing, we're getting rid of the seeds, right? If you've ever done it, let me know. I'd love to know. And if you've got suggestions on what I should use it for, always love to hear from you. Tell me what I should make it with. Because, you know, sometimes we get into ruts and it's nice to encourage each other to make different things. But otherwise, take care and I will see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.